Hey Taurus, TT here with another channel message. This message is for my Taurians that have been feeling this energy of expansion. Yeah, like expanding your creativity, expanding your spirituality, expanding your what you want to do, right? I feel like for those of you that have been healing and you have been really just finding balance and being patient and doing things in moderation, looking for the calm after a storm, okay, really in this energy of like tranquility, right? Wanting harmonious relationships, wanting to be surrounded by those soulmates that are serene and have where you don't have to put your guards up all the time, right? Like you don't have to constantly watch your back. So if you've been kind of like in that energy of like just going through this you've already had that resilience, right? Where you've been going through this ongoing battle, and then though it may be weary at times, there's just this knowing, or this inner knowing, that peace is here for you, expansion is here for you. And it's like, even though you know, right, that you may have your guards up, or even though you know that you may have had to do a lot of things to gather your strength and keep that good fight, right? Just fighting in your corner, minding your business. And, you know, you may have been knocked down a time or two, right? You may have been known as that wounded warrior, but it's like, despite what you've went through, Taurus, you don't look like you've been through anything. To the rest of the world, you look like you got it all figured out. To the rest of the world, you know you're going to be the last man standing. Okay, pretty much. Despite these changes, you know that you will succeed. It just takes time, right? As you're going through these metamorphoses, it's just, you're just riding the wave. All right, so if you're new and this resonates with you, welcome to our little love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you're returning, welcome back. I love each and every single one of you. So I'm just picking up this energy of like, you guys have been through it, Taurus, of like having those mirroring relationships, you know, having those tests, you know, seeing people, meeting people, okay, and it comes with a lot of hard decisions you may have had to make along the way. You may have been on the fence about it a time or two, like you're not sure about this person, or you're not sure if you can trust this person. You're trying to stay focused on your particular path, or what's set out for you. So ultimately, what's here for you in spirit is going to have me pull from a lot of different decks today. So y'all just if you're here for it, that is what we're going to talk about. Ooh, some of you could be life path number 29, okay, which reduces what to 11, right? And look what's on the clock. You guys probably can't see it, but there's an 11 here. So you could be life path 11. So it's like, when you're not working, you really need this peace to yourself. Some of you could be going through your Saturn return, or this is your first Saturn return. If it is, you got this, right? If it isn't, and this is just a place in your life where, you know, you're crossing over from your 20s and you're into your 30s, or you've already had that experience, there are some serious endings that are coming. But something is about to make you really happy with this joy card. I love this card in the deck. Like, you are, this is about your joy, your peace. And one of the things that you're not compromising in this new season is your peace. Okay, I feel like many of you want balance, and you're patient, and you're willing to wait for that right person that brings that peace that you bring to the table as well. Like, this is for my Tauruses, most especially where you're not looking for 50-50, you want 100 and 100. So if you're bringing 100 to the table, you're looking for someone to also bring their 100 to the table, or they're not relying on you to make them happy, and vice versa. You know, they're not relying on you, you're not relying on them. You guys will complement each other, okay, or accentuate that piece that you have already, right? It's almost like doing your makeup in the morning, you know. You don't necessarily need it, but it can enhance what you already bring to the table. So that's what this connection is. I feel like there is a strong soulmate energy present. A lot of endings, like I said, this is especially for my Taurians that have gone through a lot of endings in relationships. You've hung that up, you put it on the shelf. So let's see here. Let's get one card from my little compilation here. I feel like Spirit has something they want to say. Dowsing rod, seeker. So you're so close, Taurus. Okay, a decision. Don't lose focus, because I feel like you're so close to this soulmate here. Like you guys have been like I said on Friday, Marco Polo. This is someone like you guys have been trying to really like figure out where exactly is this person. When am I going to run into them? Something as well. Somebody here, someone may ask you out on a date, or they may ask to meet for coffee, or there's something that's going to happen, and all Spirit wants you to know, Taurus, is just say yes. Say yes to it. Okay. Use your discernment, but something is going, there's a decision that's coming up, and you've earned this. Okay, so this is a strong message, Taurus. Like, you've earned this. And just keep your eyes on the prize. Like, don't give up. Okay, I don't know why I'm here. I think it was Cardi B. Something about, I'm gonna post it in the community tab when I find it, but pretty much knocked down 9 times, but I get up 10. So like, this is about to be that pivotal moment. I'm thinking of the wands here with this. I'm seeing 2 of wands, right? And 2 of wands with the pendulum is a choice. You've already come this far. You've already set the intention. You've already made up your mind that you're moving forward. There's no need to repeat any cycles. This is a portal, a door, a time space continuum that's happening for you, and it's going to with this dowsing rod here, it's going to feel like you got lucky, or you just feel really blessed and fortunate. A lot of land is also showing up here, so I see you being able to like either take a trip, or if you've been trying to like, you know, manifest a lifestyle where you're out in the woods or you're in nature and you're able to really just be away from the city and have like vineyards, or California, or something about vineyards or whatever. I see a lot of magical events transpiring. Some of you could be asking your pendulum, and this is a confirmation for you. Like, is this really happening? And Spirit's like, yes, this is happening for you. You are expanding. And it's interesting that this dowsing rod is showing like an expansion of land, or an expansion of, there's so much out there, and you're going to be going to so many new heights. And like, I just see you doing, just really being able, like, happy and in love in a relationship that really feels like it's meant to be. It's fun. It's exciting. Yeah. Wow, this is what Spirit is guiding you towards. So let's put a little life on this. Okay, let's get some let's dive into it, get some confirmations. My Spirit. Oh, hold on. So the card fell down. 6 of coins in reverse. You know, Taurus, I think what's going to be really hard for you, you're so used to being that person that everyone relies on. You're so used to being that person that takes care of all the responsibilities. Like, everyone comes to you normally, Taurus, to help them. Everyone usually comes to you to solve their problems. If they're having financial issues, you're the one that's always giving. Everyone has their hand out to you, Taurus. This relationship, for the first time ever, it feels like you're not always the one giving, and you're finally able to be able to receive love. Okay. And when I say receive love, I mean reciprocity as far as energy. This is someone that I feel like it's an end to you always being the one doing, giving, and you're going to be in a position to really receive. I do feel like it's going to be equal. It's not going to be built on learning all of these karmic lessons of, you know, I have to teach you how to love me. I have to teach you how to treat me. This is someone that has done the work so much on themselves to the point where you guys don't need to teach each other those things in this relationship. Allow, yes. Accept, yes, one another. But as far as teach me, like I have to tell you that you didn't call me back, or I have to tell you, remind you what I was even talking about, like you weren't even listening, or I have to tell you like I'm always the one doing and you're not, and then they're like, okay, yeah, I'll do better. This is someone that has already gone through those karmic learning experiences with other relationships, that they're at a place in their life, Taurus, where they understand what's required of them, and they're going to show up with their 10, okay, with their 100% and not 50%. So Spirit wants you to know that you don't have to be apprehensive and guarded in a way where you're like, well, let me go ahead and tell you what I don't like, so that way you don't make me upset, you know, or let me go ahead and tell you what my pet peeves are, so you don't make a mistake. Spirit is really asking you to let your guards down with this person, because I do feel like this person is going to show up with 100%. And I know that may sound like, okay, well, everyone has to learn. You're going to be shocked. This is about you. Spirit is pretty much saying, like, Taurus, you're the only one that can screw this up for yourself by being so hurt from past relationships, or so guarded by past relationships, that you're still weary and you're so exhausted to the point where you feel like you got to defend yourself or defend your position and require, stick it to somebody. It's a protective mechanism, and Spirit is asking you to find balance in between from those experiences, and make peace with those experiences and have enough patience and moderation with your inner calm, that way your perception is not always looking at things, half empty versus half full. And I just really feel like this relationship, like I said, is very harmonious. You have all these positive cards, and the Six of Coins, yes, it speaks about reciprocity, but I prefer to see the Six of Coins in reverse, because this is showing me that a lot of karmic relationships, the Six of Pentacles show up. And then you have those, we as the readers, we have those conversations where, okay, listen, reciprocity is involved here. It's a learning experience. So yes, it's going to come with a lot of pitfalls. The type of connection that you are attracting, or that you're aligning to, not even attracting, you guys are aligning to one another with this dowsing rod, which means that you guys are on the same frequency, you're on the same vibration, and in that alignment, you guys have already experienced the Six of Coins upright in other relationships. So the type of point on your trajectory that you've reached is, all you have to do is say yes. Well, who sings that song? All you have to do is say yes. Dun, dun, dun. Let me explore. So this is like exploring one another, exploring the relationship, exploring things, just focusing on the good things and the good times, and it's gonna feel too good to be true. And that's why Spirit wants to talk to you because it might feel like, let me look for what's wrong, let me look for the flaws, because I've been disappointed before. And this may be something that both of you are going to feel over the next, couple of weeks. Could be 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 5 months, you know, like if you've been in that energy of like, you know, I'm ready to expand my horizon, I'm ready to look outside of my social norm, I'm ready to like venture out and meet people maybe that are in from the country, or I'm ready to meet people that are not from my inner city. You know what I'm saying? It feels like someone is seeking bigger, they're seeking more, they feel like they have to open their pool of options. It's really beautiful here. I wish I could stay here all day. Okay, look at that. Main male. So I am picking up someone, whether this be you, Taurus, you're looking for, if this is you, Taurus, and you're a male Taurus, you're looking for your equal. Okay, and like I said with this community card, you're in this position as a male Taurus where you're looking for someone outside of your small community, outside of your small city or your hometown. You're really like, I'm ready to open up to the world and, you know, see what's out there for me, right? So I'm gonna go out there into the world, and I'm gonna go and do things I love, and whatever I love doing, that's where I want to meet my person, because I could just feel like that's where they're looking for me too. You know, our mutual likes and dislikes will just align, and there we are not in a infinite struggle with trying to have a harmonious relationship, right? If you're a female Taurus, this is what your counterpart is looking for. They're looking for someone to meet them. You know, they're getting off the shelf. When I see endings, they're tired of relationships of like trophy wives or, you know, trophy spouse, and you just put them on the shelves and you never play with them again. This is someone that wants to wake up and intentionally date you every single day for the rest of their life. And that's the type of counterpart that they're looking for. Something about a smile. This person could love a smile, or the way that someone smiles is very significant to this person. It's a very giving. This is two people that are very giving in nature. These hands are open. Someone's looking forward to meeting you, Taurus, and experiencing you, like opening up to this relationship. And when I say opening up to this relationship, they're ready to open up to you, Taurus, in this relationship, male or female. Okay, I like it. Let's get one more on the opposite side. That just fell over. Wow. You have 1 1 here. Did y'all see that? Okay, so you have 11 and 1. So this could be, like I said, life path ones with this 1 here. Very independent people, self-sufficient. What I'm picking up on this energy too, like I said, with the 6 of coins in reverse, this is someone that takes care of a lot of people. A lot of people rely on them. And you, Taurus, you may have not a mirroring situation, but that may be something that you value as well. As being that leader or that person in your family that's like a role model. I'm picking up on a strong role model energy coming through, especially with this pathway at the bottom of the deck. Someone, this is whoa, Taurus. Someone has like a lot, and I'm not just talking about money. Someone has a lot of wealth. Okay, their wealth, they're abundant in spiritual wealth. They're abundant in physical wealth. They're abundant in mental and emotional wealth. They have so much to give, and they're holding it all in the palm of their hand, and they're waiting to give this offering. Okay, and please their soul's desire to have someone that they can offer all of this to. It's pretty magnificent, really, because it's like someone knows their worth. You or this person or the both of you, Spirit is saying that both of you guys know your worth. You guys have been prepared for this. You guys have been on this journey intentionally to come into alignment and meet each other and have this harmonious relationship, because both of you are rich in mind, body, and spirit. and you and this person coming together it's like the final step on a long journey, right? It's like the persistence, the perseverance, the success that you guys have had, the downfalls that you've had, learning from all those past failures that you both have gone through. You've gathered the strength, right? And it's like this is the final step on this journey for this chapter of solitude. So these are from my Tauruses, most especially that have been on a journey of solitude and self-love. And that journey may have looked very lonely, or relationships came, right, with the Six of Coins. This is showing me that relationships came, but they weren't able to last. But those experiences made you wiser. It made the both of you more resilient. You know exactly what you do and don't want, and you know how to align with the fifth dimension to continue manifesting the things that you do want, or align to those things that are already promised to you. Fourth dimension, you guys had to figure out how to become aware, right? You had to go from that 3D to the 4D, where now you're aware that the more my emotions feed my thoughts, and my thoughts come back into my feelings. And through that cycling process of the temperance energy that I'm sensing here is what Spirit has been trying to show you guys and teach you guys all along. It was never with this pathway, it was never like a punishment or a cruel trick that your spiritual team was doing to you. It was expanding you. They were stretching you. They were preparing you. Wow. So let's bust down the tarot. Why don't we? Hold on. So Spirit wants you to know, Taurus, just how deep this love goes, because I heard how deep is your love. So this person is communicating with you. You're being prepared for union, okay? And for those of you that are in the process of closing old doors, and you're in the thick of this journey, or you're at the beginning of this journey and you haven't made it to the end of this particular saga, right, of solitude, they want you to feel encouraged, okay, by your fellow Taurians. And they want you to know that the Taurians that are coming into union with their counterpart, and they are having that healthy relationship, that it's a promise that you're answering your spiritual calling, right, and doing the healing work and persevering over temptation, or the different things, or those lessons that came along with it, is also a promise to you as well. Okay, so it's a twofold message here, because like I said, it's a never-ending cycle. As we age, there are new babes that are coming, and they will be seeking the same guidance. And you can always come back to this message, but you're watching for many Taurians' story unfold right here in this live, or in this video. What this chapter looks like, and then the next chapter for them will look like what life is like living with their counterpart, what life was like, and they'll have creative ways in which they show or express that with the world, however they see fit. Some of them may never want to share that aspect with the world, but these relationships with dowsing rod and pendulum, they do serve a higher calling and purpose, even if it's on a small scale where just your friends and family see a better way or another option. So this is like reaping what you've sown, good karma. Look at that. Sudden wealth. Just reaping what you've sown. Didn't I say I saw the Two of Wands in the dowsing rod here? That's the Two of Wands that I was seeing. Here, I'll show you. Look at that. The Two of Wands here. So now I feel like with the Two of Wands, this is like the focusing your on what you do want is opening a pathway. Like I said here, if you see here the road, like it's like rocky, barren, it's not really much there growing, but through this transformation, right, look how the road is like now the soil, the ground looks more lush, the grass looks like it's popping. Okay, so the pathway is being like cleared, okay, where something can grow, and like new gravel is being laid down, and you guys are about to lay some new seeds out here. Okay, for real. I'm seeing wedding bells, all right? I'm seeing someone may get married, or there's proposals. Someone's gonna plan, like someone is planning like a major, like this is gonna be a major moment for this person, whoever this is. Two of Wands. Okay, so let's get some more cards. I'll tell you what I see. Here we go with this Justice again. You see the Justice at this card as well. Unexpected income, Justice, official person. Okay, so Taurus, no one's gonna let you go without a fight, all right? So just like in the Matrix Resurrection, you're being resurrected. You're being rewarded, Taurus. So many blessings are coming towards you. Some of you is already here, and it's happening in the small and big ways. And it's because you have literally ended something from your past. You have ended. Okay, you stop looking back. You stop revisiting a lot of different things. Three of Swords. Anyone that's been lying to you, you've received your truth. You got what you need, and you have decided that you're done. Some of you, you're still in that process of trying to determine if you do or you don't want to like close the door, and that's okay, right? Some of you are still hoping that it's someone specifically from your past that maybe you still want, and I see that too. And that season of the journey, it comes and goes, and that's okay. Like I said, for better or for worse, you will reap what you sow. If you're on the good karma of things, of your lessons and your trials and tribulations, or whatever experience you're intended to experience, or your personal journey, you will reap that karma, whether it's they hurt you again or they don't, because you've learned your lesson. Okay, Six of Coins in reverse, right? With this Justice and the King of Wands, someone's not letting go without a fight. Okay, you have all this greatness up here, but someone is going to come back. And I've said this before a couple months ago. I think it was last month, where I was like, you meet someone, they're a really great catch. You guys are really aligned. It's effortless. And then someone that was a project or a fixer-upper comes back and they want, let's go to counseling, right? I have something I want to give you. Now all of a sudden they want to help you financially. Now all of a sudden they want to like bless you or give you some type of gift or whatever. And it may seem grand in the physical scheme of things, because they weren't investing that much energy before, but Spirit is saying it will end again the same way it ended the first time. Okay, you will overgive, you will manifest, you will be waiting for this person to change, right? They will make you feel like you have to compete for their love. They will make you feel like you have to fight to get them to just want to commit, or you have to fight to get them to want to do right by your family. And then look at that, the Seven of Pentacles. Now you don't have to repeat this cycle with this person, but if you cannot surrender, then yes, you will repeat a cycle with that same energy. and it is intentional. I'll never forget, I posted it on I think it was the community tab, right? And on the community tab, it was the scene. I think it was like a 4-minute clip of the scene in Resurrection. And what happened? They were in the coffee shop. Yes, the coffee shop scene. And Neo was the counterpart of Trinity, right? However, in the 3D Matrix version, she was married. They programmed it to where she would be married, and she was being pretty much oppressed by a masculine energy that wanted her to be very submissive or whatever. Didn't accept all her and all her glory. It just had to be a one-way street with that energy. If you look at how that person treated her, very dominating, right? One of the things when that character that was a 3D spouse, right, hypothetically, of Trinity was pulling her arm, and he kept calling her by what he wanted to call her, or what the name that was given to her, but she felt like on a soul level that wasn't who she ever really was. So he kept calling her name, and when she finally said no, like she put her foot down, like, I said no, that's not my name, okay, or that's not who I am anymore. Then he showed his true colors. So if you haven't watched that clip, right, I feel like there's a character that some of you may have been married to this person, and some of you may have been waiting on them to get a divorce or stop dealing with the ex. For others of you, you have been waiting on this person to do right by you and commit. Maybe they're non-committal and they're more focused on their career or whatever. That particular person is a karmic lesson. What's waiting for you is you removing yourself from that situation. I feel like a lot of you, it's going to be like this person is returning back to you because of something to do with money. They're used to you being a giver, Taurus, or over giving. You see how, like, here, this is the 6 of Pentacles upright, technically, in my Kipper deck, right? You have someone that's wealthier giving to someone that's poor, right? Or someone that's perceived to be less than, and it's coming from like I need you. You always help me get back on my feet again. So someone that's been going through a lot of karmic lessons here is going to come rushing in. Okay, they feel rejected by you. I feel like at one point in time they rejected you, and like spirit was protecting you from that person, and here they're about to come right here. And they're going to try to get you where it hurt. They feel like you still have feelings for them, like you're still not over them. That's what they're saying, and they know just the right words to say to you to get you to delay, get off the train, right? They want you to get off the train, stop progressing, stop moving forward, stop waiting for better, block off this alignment with this official person. Look at that. Over here you have 22 and 11 with the Lovers up here. So here you have all these you have these lovers coming back to you, and yes, it's because you're breaking that 3D dimension, that 3D dimension of what love is to you, and you're ascending to the 5th D, the 5D, which is all of this that's promised to you. You know, the best example I can give you is, right, when you tell your child, right, I'm gonna say it from a descending perspective. When you tell your child, okay, you want to go out this weekend, well, I'm gonna need you to get good grades on all your tests, or I'm gonna need you to get good grades all week. I don't want to hear that you let any of your classmates distract you from getting your work done. I don't want to hear that you fell short and you got in trouble trying to hang out with your friends. I don't want to hear that you you did anything because you like somebody, if you're able to, I'll promise you, I'll make an agreement with you that if you're able to get good grades and you have excellent behavior throughout the week, on the weekend, I will let you go and hang out with this person, or I'll let you go out to the movies. Now, when Friday come and you get a call from your teacher, that you get a call as the parent from your child's teacher that they were kikiing and laughing it up with someone in the class that was like the class clown or a distraction, and you now have to go and tell your child, like, we made an agreement. And then now your child is like, I know, but they talked to me first and all I did was talk back and I listened. Yeah, it was a test. So now you have to disappoint your child and say, we'll try again next week. It's not like it's never too late, but we're just gonna have to try again next season. And maybe next season, during the fall season, you will pass the test. And the test is going to come over and over again in many different forms. And it's all based off of one strategic energy. Are you over giving to relationships that do not reciprocate the same thing? Are you being self-sacrificing? Right? And for some of you, you could be doing this at work too. You're over giving and overcompensating at a job, and you've felt intuitively guided already to, like, I need to start transitioning, and I need to start, allowing myself to not just work that 9 to 5, for the next 40 years of my life. And I need to start investing into a 5D connection of awareness. Spirit has already made me aware that I have blessings and I have a lifelong tier of experiences to have if I would allow myself to ascend. So these are ascensions, levels of ascension that's coming up in Taurus energy. And it's never too late. It's going to come around yearly. Okay. But it's like when you're at that 4D awareness, you're aware that it's not about what I have in my bank account. I'm aware that I'm working that job right now, but in the 5D ascension level, on the 4D ascension level, I'm aware that if I change my thought process, I can really start to put myself in a position to start doing something I love. Spirit has been trying to get many of you to continue pouring into something that you love outside of the stability that you believe on a 3D dimension that you have to have outside of yourself. These ascension symptoms are coming from that to reflect to you, right? These ascension symptoms is what I call them. The people that come to you, that we want to attach ourselves to, right? I call them roaches. The fuck was that? Hold on. As soon as I said fucking roaches, I saw a roach. Oh my God. I got to go. See, when you see bugs start coming around, I have literally, look at that vanity. I have literally been in this apartment and I have not seen bugs. But I'm doing a late night reading with y'all and I'm seeing bugs. OMG. Y'all. I gotta rewatch that. I feel like, did I catch it? Where did it go? It's a bugs. Insecurity. All right, Taurus. Insecurity and vanity. These people know your weakness. You like nice things or you like comfort. Okay, so let's say, for example, You find yourself in a situation where you don't like it, right? Maybe you once had it all and you had to lose it all, and now that you're in a position where you feel like you need people and you don't like to feel like you need people, someone's preying off of these connections, or these people that have you've been attracting are preying off the fact that they can put a bug in your ear, right? I literally saw bugs. And if y'all didn't see the coffee shop scene in Matrix Resurrection, I think it's what it called, her name was Bugs. For real. Her name was Bugs. And it's like Neo had literally knew that she would, like, he put her in it, so she knew that she would be the one to break the 3D facade that was being created, like, on that dimension. And she went off, and she's the one that, so he strategically placed the bug in the same system or the same software, and they would be like the catalyst. Okay, so for each and every single one of you, you have a bug, and that bug is always there to know, you know, they're kind of like, it's like they know the real you, or they can see the real you, or they can see the shadow in you, or something like that. I'm distracted by this fucking bug that I can't find. I can't find it. And I'm like, so maybe this is like a message here, okay? The anticipation of that person returning, right, may be a distraction. Yeah. The anticipation of that person returning when you have your shit together may be a distraction for you. And it's in this anticipation because you're giving what you give focus to. That's where energy goes. And this is why your focus is so important, to ignore the bugs that come towards you in the form of temptation, in the form of keeping up with the Joneses, in the form of wanting to put on a perfect facade for your kids, in the form of wanting to live up to these expectations that were given to you. It's a bug. I had a dream last night, and this is reminding me of my dream that I had. It was a white room. And it was a white room, like bright white room. But it looked like a spaceship, right? But it was like pods. And I remember being in the pod, and I was like a little girl. Like, it wasn't me as an adult. It was like me as a little girl. And in the pod, I remember talking to someone, like, in another pod. I could hear their voice, but it sounded like a little boy. Right? Yeah, it sounded like a little boy. And the crazy part about it is, it's like when I touched it looked like, I don't know if it was like plexiglass. It just looked like I could see the structure of the child in the other pod, but I couldn't see. I could see the silhouette, put it like that, but I couldn't see the like clearly through, like frosted, like glare. That's how the pod looked. And then we talked about so much stuff, and I couldn't really remember when I woke up too much. It was just like snippets of it that I'm even like recalling as I'm telling you about it. And it's like when I touched the glass, I felt like I could see into the other room or the other pod, but I was in there alone. There was no one else in there. No shoes, no anything. It's just the pod, like like young at like that age, which was very interesting. Because it felt really quantum-like in a way. But like all this facade, insecurity, and vanity, that's a direct message. It'll be a lot easier. Just think about the multitude of things. When you feel a lack of instability, it'll be a lot easier for us to live together and just make it work. It'll be a lot easier. Like, what would your father want? What would your mother want? Placing all of these expectations of these roles that are passed down. With vanity, you know, this is like, you know, you don't want to have to be no one to see you at your lowest, right? And then on the flip side of that, you can deal with situations where you can get into certain relationships because they look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Or you can get into certain because they fit a certain model type of look and they don't have like that Instagram model or that, you know, they don't have a certain facial expression, you know, like facial features, hair textures. There's so many things that these lower vibrational energies that want to connect with you, or they're about to want to connect with you, they will hurt you. And it's because it's exploiting your insecurities around matters of the heart and where they really, and shedding light to where it really stems from. Whew, what the fuck was that? Oh, hell no. Shit flying? What was that? We got moths in here. I cannot. Something flew. I know I'm not tripping. Y'all hold on a second. I'll be back. So this is what happens when you decide to do readings at 3:33 in the morning. This is what happens. Okay?
You get dumb scared by bugs.
I'm over here like clacking stuff together. Come out, wherever you are. Cause this thing was flying. I don't know. It was a bug. I don't think it wasn't no roach. Cause it's like fluttering, fly.
Check this. Check that.
No, I already checked that. It flew over here.
Okay.
It flew this way. I can't sit in. All of this must be relevant. This is like,
you know what? It's telling you to take a break.
You gotta face your fears, okay? This is what this is about. You gotta face your fears, okay, Taurus? I'm gonna end this live, but the message for you is simple, love. Face your fears, insecurities. Whatever the big bad wolf is, if it's a bug, if it's a person, the King of Wands, right? If you don't want to disappoint nobody, right? I'm going to stand up and talk to y'all from the sky. And I'm going to talk to y'all from up high. And I'm going to let y'all know you got to face some type of fear that you have about something. But it ain't going to catch me. Listen. You ain't gonna catch me slipping.
Nah, you gotta talk to it like this.
You ain't gonna catch me slipping.
You gotta talk to it like this. I am not the one.
I am not the one.
That's how I talk to stuff, especially when I feel like I'm being messed with.
I am not the one. Okay?
And I don't be playing it. I be like,
and this is not a game.
Hey, look.
This ain't a sport. This is real life. And I'm gonna need you, bug. Listen. You don't gotta send me no signs, no synchronicities. I don't do bugs, okay? So maybe y'all might be saying that too. You don't want to be bothered by this person, but they coming, okay? It's a test, okay? Expelliarmus. Pull out a book, read some Bible scriptures, do something, because I don't do bugs. See?
That wants to
I'm shaking. I'm shaking in my boots. See? And then someone will be like, see, you don't have to deal with bugs. You could just call Tyrone. Call him and tell him, come get this bug. Cause you don't do bugs. Don't call nobody. You got something better waiting for you. Okay, I don't care if you have to look like you juggling 50 million things at once. Okay? Take a knee. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that I don't do bugs. And I gotta get away from this desk. Oh, bars. Okay, so let's just put one chakra card. One chakra card on the 5D relationship that's manifesting for my Taurus. I'm in this. I ain't even sitting. You saw that?
Nah, you were blocking it.
Okay, so you got workaholic in reverse.
You know you want to be close to the tax anymore.
All right, so this is someone. They may have been a workaholic, but I don't think they're trying to be one no more. All right, you could be a workaholic, Taurus, and maybe you trying to make more time to balance out your life. Temperance, okay? For, let's say, take a knee, right? You trying to take out more time to really allow the 5D to tell you where to go and listen to that internal guide, right? Look at that mysticism. Right to joy. Ooh. I got to go. Don't fall for these tricks, okay? Because they going to play on your heart chakra. But remember, you hold the key in your masculine and feminine energy within you. And you're going to manifest this 5D relationship by any means necessary. I got to go. I found it.
Was it just me?
I got it. It's moving. Shit. Gotta go.